Chit chat. I'm hoping that it's not too noisy because well, it's holidays in Israel. It's still Sukkot. People are sitting downstairs, even though it's quarantine. They're sitting downstairs in their little, you know, Sukkot that they have built and having a lot of noise happening. So that's something that really annoys me because for 2 days straight, there's this family outside from the house next to ours that just they turn on music like 10 o'clock in the morning and it's still on late afternoon. So all day long. I mean, I do like music, but come on, do you have a limit on how long it can be on? And it's so loud that I hear it on the fourth floor. I'm really, that's so annoying. But there's nothing I really can do about it because in Israel you can be noisy until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. From 2 till 4 you are, well, basically not supposed to make noise, and then after, I think after 11 o'clock at night you're supposed to be quiet. So yeah, it's not that like people actually are listening to the rules, but still, you know, that's what's supposed to be happening. So I don't know what to say about that, but I like music, but not the entire day. Plus, I have a little baby at home, and I would like him to sometimes sleep. I mean, he is good in sleeping with noise. I mean, I can watch TV and he'll be sleeping. He's sleeping right here next to me right now. But still, sometimes I do want some quiet because it's annoying to listen to the same type of music entire day, and I have nothing to do about that. Well, that's fine. Just a little info today. We went to the doctor's for my little boy, and he was 5 months old a couple of days ago, so we had to do our, did I say 5 or 4? He's 4 months old, and we have to do our 4-month checkup and 4 months shots. So that's something that happened today. Poor baby. He is 8 kilograms. That's a lot for a 4-month-old, but he's not fat. He's kind of a big baby, so he's healthy and beautiful. But yeah, he is kind of heavy, and he is developing very well, though because of his weight, there's a problem with him holding his head well, because at 4 months old he's supposed to be already holding his head very well, and our doctor said he was struggling with that. So our doctor basically said that that was because he was heavy for his age. He was too heavy for his age, and his muscles are not following up with his size, so he's having a little bit of a trouble, and I'm supposed to be laying him on his tummy as much as I can. I do that. I try to do that. He doesn't like it too much. He gets angry at me, even though sometimes, I mean, he does. It depends on his day, on his mood that particular day. But lately he's been okay with it, but he can't stay on his tummy for too long because it's getting, I guess, too hard for him, and he is kind of, you know, getting fussy and angry, and he starts crying. So I have to turn him back on his back. But, well, what can I do? I have to do that. I was thinking about going to pool with him because there's like hydrotherapy for children, like baby swimming, and that's supposed to be really healthy for babies for their development and stuff. but with the whole quarantine thing right now, it's kind of difficult. Even though they are working, I don't really want to take him places like that, so I'd rather wait with that. I'll just work with him at home and not worry about getting any diseases happening. I think my camera is kind of floating around. It's moving. I don't know why. I guess it's touching my frame, but there's no other way I can put it on. I have ordered. Maybe I'll try to move this. I don't know. I have ordered a stand for the phone, which is really, really interesting. It's supposed to be really comfortable to be filming from the top. I cannot wait to get it because I think that will make this so much easier. I won't have to work with this leg that I have going on top of my frame because it's so unsturdy. It's moving around. It's kind of I don't know, just a long, I don't even know how to call it, but it's not sturdy at all. So it's really bothering me because it takes me a lot of time to like place it on top of my cross stitch or even on the side because it's just not listening to me. I do have a small tripod, but he is not doing very well. It's kind of broken, so I cannot use him right now. So that's about it. But I really got into filming stitch alongs and chit chats. It's too bad I can't film ASMR like stitch alongs because I don't have a minute of quiet around here. So that's something that too bad, but I think that will be fine. We will be fine with just chit chats once in a while. I don't know if I'll be able to make them as often as I did a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks, latest 2 weeks. I've been uploading video like every 3 days. But I have been having like free time and stuff to talk about. I'm not sure that will be happening all the time. Maybe sometimes in the middle of the week. Maybe some weeks I'll only have like crafty weeks, but not crafty, roulette weeks. But still, I'll be trying to do that because I really enjoy chit-chatting and just talking to you guys because I spend all my time at home. We're not seeing friends lately. Because of the quarantine. They live in different cities. I mean, we do have some friends at our town, our city, but well, a lot of them live in the center and they cannot get to us, so that's too bad because I spend a lot of time at home. I do spend it stitching. I do spend it with my husband when he's not working and my baby boy, and I am happy about that. But sometimes you just want to talk to somebody. It's too bad that you guys are not answering. I mean, you are writing comments, and I'm so happy about that. It just makes me feel so good when I see a comment from you. And if I don't always answer, I mean, like writing answer, and I just give you a heart, just know that I really, really appreciate what you said. I just don't have anything constructive to say at that point, so don't want to sound like repeating myself with thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, but I really do appreciate when I get a message from you. Some of you are writing me a lot, and thank you guys. That's great. And it's so fun for me. I can't even explain how it feels because I've been stitching for years and I've never had like a stitching buddy or a girlfriend who is into the same thing. Our friends actually got really excited when they saw my finished works, like my Heaven and Earth, the Asian fantasy that I finished. They were like, whoa. just because people here are not really into cross stitch. I mean, I don't know almost nobody who is stitching. Only the woman in the store that I got to know, where I got my first kits in Ashkelon. There's this little store that sell a couple of designers and like stitching stuff, and like, well, they do have a bit of stuff, but not enough for me. But she's the only one I got to talk to about cross stitch and about stitching altogether. And she said there are women who are stitching, but not a lot of them. So that's why they don't have a lot of assortment in their store, because they don't have a lot of buyers. So they usually just order stuff from catalogs, like whatever people would like to buy, and that's what they bring. That takes a very long time, because my first kits were taking like 4 months till they got to me, and I already got other kits, and I just bought them eventually just because I felt, uncomfortable to say I don't want them anymore because I had better kits then. So yeah, but she understood that. I actually talked to her about that I really want to buy kits, but basically it's not worth the price, because I understand what they take such a high price for their products, but I can buy those kits that they sell plus a lot more for like more than half the price. So just think about that. And basically she did understand that, because she said that it's logical that I would prefer to order abroad than to just buy double the price. So yeah. Plus she knows that I have a YouTube channel. She was one of my first subscribers, I think, and she really was happy for me for that. So she asked me to write on their wall on Facebook. They have a group of stitching women, and asked them to join my channel. And I did eventually. I was feeling kind of uncomfortable doing that, but eventually I did, and yeah, so that ended up being nice. I don't know which one of them subscribed, but I don't think a lot of women that live in Israel are really into FlossTube or the Russian FlossTube, because that was about my Russian channel. I opened my English channel a little bit later on, but that's fine. I mean, we are getting bigger, and I'm so happy. It makes me feel so good that somebody appreciates what I do. I guess some people out there really do like my channel and watch my videos, and I don't know, it just makes me proud of myself because I'm doing something that I like. I mean, again, I'm not working. I was talking about that before. I'm not currently working. I'm staying home with my baby, and I am doing much more stitching than I was doing in the beginning when he was just born. For like 2 months almost, I haven't touched cross stitch, and actually my husband was making me stitch because he knew that makes me feel better. So he was like taking the baby and just going like, go stitch a little bit. And it was so cute. But eventually I got back into it, and I never thought that I will be able to stitch as much as I do, plus film videos. But thank God my baby is so sweet and amazing. He is not fussy. Well, he is like a baby, but not to the to the extreme. I mean, he is a really good boy. He lets mommy stitch. He plays with me. I do play with him. It's not like I'm like neglecting him, but he lets me do my stuff. So anyways, today, like I said, we had his 4-month shots, and poor baby, he was feeling really bad after that. After his 2-month shots, which apparently are the same shots, he was okay. I mean, I remember that night he was a little fussy, but then he went to bed, and the next morning he was fine. But today when we came back home, he was really unwell. He was kind of, he was crying and he was trying to go to sleep. He really wanted to sleep, but he couldn't fall asleep, so he was really screaming his lungs out, and he only wanted to be in my arms. I mean, he wanted me to pick him up. Once I was picking him up, he was like getting quiet and he was falling asleep. Once I put him down in his crib, he starts screaming again. That was kind of difficult, but I understand, it's fine. He's sometimes those shots like make them feel bad, so hopefully he will be good tonight. He is doing better. I gave him some medicine for for him to feel better, like well, it's an Israeli medicine, so never mind. I don't know how it's called in Russian, in English, but it really helped because he kind of started feeling better. He started smiling more. He fell asleep for a little while, and then I fed him and he played with me, and everything is much better now. So hopefully he'll feel good tomorrow too, and tonight he was kind of acting weird because he woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, which he never does. I mean, he does that sometimes when he's not being fed in the middle of the night. But last night he was fed at 2 o'clock. Well, that was supposed to be more or less his time of feeding, but he usually sleeps through it till morning. And I just talk and I'm not stitching, so I just find another color. Okay, so let's find another color like this one maybe. I don't want to use a blend because I want it to be easier. I don't want to take too much time. So this is number 519. 519, where it is. I found it. Anyways, everything is good, is healthy, and everybody is where they are supposed to be. My husband actually went out. I mean, he's not out, he went to work today, and I am home alone with Marky, and I hope that we will be sleeping through the night. At least he will be. But I did some cleaning, and now I'm sitting down to chat with you. I never come ready though. I never know what to talk about. I just sit down knowing that I want to, and I just sit down to stitch. So I'm sorry if I'm just talking about nothing and it's boring, but I guess sometimes it's fun to just sit and listen to somebody talk when I stitch. That's for me, for me. So that's fun. I have received my packages. You have seen that I have started one project, that's for sure. That's my long dog, and gosh, I love it so much. It's so fun to stitch, especially that I am stitching it with metallic thread. I was dreaming about a project with metallic thread. I don't know what it is. I know that it's a little bit difficult to stitch with. It is, but I am in love with metallic thread. I really like stitching with it, and that's something that I decided to do with the long dog. I know that they are not supposed to be stitched with metallics, but the outcome is so beautiful. It's so sparkly, especially that it's high gloss, and I use treasure braid high gloss, so I didn't go for cray neck. I love cray neck, but I decided to try something new, so I tried treasure braid, and I think that I like I don't know what to say. I mean, metallics are always hard to work with, but the final outcome is beautiful. So that's something that I'm loving right now. I love the fabric as well. It's 25 count, Lugana, and you know what? I've had that fabric for such a long time, for a couple of years, and I never knew what I wanted to stitch on. I thought that I wanted to make like stitch another hide on it, but then again I was thinking, what's the point of having such a beautiful fabric? It's kind of a marble-ish fabric if I'm going to cover it with thread. So something like a sampler, which you have a lot of open spaces on it, I think that's the perfect fabric for that project. So I'm happy that I had that, because I wanted to get fabric, and then I thought that that will be a little bit too expensive for me that month, so I didn't. And then I remembered that I had my Lugana, and it was perfect for that. So I'm happy for buying that once. I don't know why I bought it actually. I just wanted to see how it looks like, I guess. So I got it. But I do have another project that is going to happen, or already is. I'm not really sure if by the time this video comes out I've already started that project. I did get all my packages, all my supplies for all the projects that I was trying to start, and that's so great, because I know that I can start it whenever I want. So that's something that I'm not really sure about right now, because I'm filming this before I started my other project. So I guess heaven and earth is going to be in my life again. I did get my threads. I'm not going to use DMC. I'm going to use SGS, or I don't know how you call it in English, like SXS or something like that. I love that thread. I do stitch my Chimera with it. My Lighthouse is also with that company thread, so I have nothing against it. I do like DMCs, but like I said before, DMC is really expensive in Israel. Plus, I don't see why I can't use another type of thread if it's the same coloring. Maybe just a little bit of a difference, but that's not that scary to me, because I've been stitching with it for a while now and I have no complaints. And you know what, my heaven and earth won't look worse than it does with DMC, because I don't know, I'm just kind of sure with that. Well, look what happened here. Anyways, hopefully I've already rearranged my stuff, and I mean, not rearranged, but arranged my organizers. That's something that I'm planning to do, I guess, on some weekend when I go to my mom's house, because part of that package is already in my place and part of it at my mom's house. I mean, she received it, so I need to pick that up. If I already did, by the time this video is up, I am going to organize the threads. Hopefully I'll be able to film a video before that and show you what I got and what my plan is. And that's a project that I am going to start. I do have a project that I wanted to start, like a beading project, a beautiful one, that I will show you what I mean in a review video. But I decided to leave the beading for now, because the beading is something that I really want to stitch, just because it's so relevant to my current situation in life, and the creatures that are on that design are really symbolic to something that happened in my life. So that's something that I really want to do, but I want to be sure that I want to start it. And for right now, I want to start it, but I'm not sure that I will have the time to be, stitching it enough, because I really want to finish that. So I just put it aside for a little while, and once I'll be ready to start it, I really want to be ready for that. I will start, and I will definitely be updating you on that, but I can definitely say that it will be a really, really interesting project. So yeah, I cannot wait. Anyways, right now I have too many projects going on, and this one is part of my roulette. And you know what? I am loving the whole roulette game. I don't know how long I can keep it going because eventually it will get boring, I think, because to be watching the roulette all the time, it's kind of annoying. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I got a lot of positive reactions about it, meaning you guys liked the whole roulette thing, but I think that in the long run, maybe in some point it will get a little annoying, so I'll have to think about something else. I was thinking about doing book readings, but I got a comment for this, and somebody told me something that I haven't thought about. I need to check that out. I've been trying to, but still didn't get an answer. Hopefully, I will this week. But about copyrights, I'm not sure if there is a thing with copyrights when it's about like reading a book. I mean, it's a book that I purchased. I'm not saying, oh gosh, come on. I'm not saying that it's mine. I am supposed to be like telling you who's the author and stuff. So maybe that will not be a problem. So I have been writing to the author of the book, and hopefully she'll answer me, because that's something that I really want to do. First of all, for myself, I really want to start reading a little bit, because I've been having trouble with reading. I do know how to read, but I can never sit down and read a book. I prefer to stitch, really. But when I was trying to read, I was kind of reading a couple of lines and then starting to fall asleep. And that's too bad, because even when the book is interesting, I still cannot finish it. So that's something. And then I moved on to audiobooks, which Audible is my dream, book collection, and I have been listening to that for a very long time. So Audible saved me from reading books, but still gave me the chance to listen to these stories. So that's something that I loved. But I do want to start reading a little bit, and that's why I got this idea of doing stitch alongs, and then just knowing that I need to read a book and read it to you. And you did like the idea, I know, because my survey told me. But again, she was right. I'm not really sure if that's going to be a problem with copyright. So again, I need to check that. Don't want to get in trouble. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to, steal anybody's work. Oh my god. What's going on? Why do I keep getting... Oh gosh, look at this. Can you see this? How does that happen? I think I want to try a wax for thread. I am going to order it. I think I had thread wax. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I did have thread wax before, but I never used it. So I don't know, you guys, did you ever use that type of thing? Because I'm not really sure if I should. It's supposed to prevent a thread like getting these little ties and go smoother through the fabric. I don't know. I need to try it, I guess. So I think I'll be ordering it from 123 Stitch, because I need to order more thread for my long dog. I thought that I won't have to, but I do, because that's a very big project. Considering that I am stitching it on 25 count, it's still a very big project, and I have to get more of the treasure braid before it gets, off the shelves, because then I won't be able to get it. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I do want to do it though. So until I get an idea of how it can happen, and if I am allowed to do that really, I will be just chatting with you, and then we will move on to to that type of video, if I will be allowed to do that. But thank you I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names, and I didn't look before I started talking. I just, like I said, I'm just chatting. But thank you for uh, writing that comment, because it really made me think. Like, I don't want to get in trouble. So thank you for your advice. I will be checking into that. All right. So I don't know. I need to, I guess, wrap this up. I need to finish my amount of crosses. Oh gosh, it's so annoying, and I'm trying. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, there it is. I was trying to stitch with the knot because I couldn't get it out, especially now that I'm filming. But okay, it's fine. Anyways, I forgot what I wanted to say. I just looked at my baby and I forgot what I wanted to say. Anyways, I'll say goodbye. I am hoping that you are liking our chit chats. Maybe I need to find a subject to talk about. I do have questions to answer, you guys. Thank you for asking questions. I am loving that. I am writing them down, and I will make a video of a Q&A type that I will be answering all of your questions. So hopefully that will be happening soon. Just need to get arranged for that. That is going to be really interesting. I like answering questions. I actually asked you for that, so yeah, that was a good idea because I did get some feedback. I did. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. I think I've been stitching like for half an hour already, like talking about whatever. So I am going to stitch a little bit more, and then I need to feed baby boy and give him a bath, and then have a quiet evening for myself, or maybe film a video for you, another one. I do need to film an update on my roulette, so that's something that I guess I'm going to do later on tonight. But I'll say goodbye. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Hi to all the new subscribers if you're watching. Really appreciate all of you and your support. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Give me thumbs up. Don't forget, that really helps. Subscribe and press the bell below to be notified when my videos come out. And I love you all, and have a great stitchy weeks.